listening to KEXU 96.1 FM LP, Pole People's Press, Pole People's Revolutionary Radio, Radio Pobre. I'm JV and this is Free Aztlan. So today's show we're going to be talking about my art book, Aztlan Realism, Chicano Revolutionary Art from Pelican Bay Shoe. And as you can see, this book very special to me. You know, there's 200 plus drawings inside, and each drawing was drawn while I was housed in Pelican Bay Shoe. So you know, for a decade, you know, I was tortured there in the shoe, and you know, I'm a torture survivor. I'm here. I'm still resisting. I resisted in shoe, and I'm resisting out here. But these drawings, they bring back so much memories of resistance, and each one is a act of resistance. You know, one of the things the public don't know is that even art is banned in prison. You know, certain art, certain cultural art, revolutionary art is banned. It's you know, we face censorship in prison. So and one of the reasons why the art is banned is because the oppressor knows the power of art. They understand the power. They understand the power more than most people out here understand the power of art and culture. And our art is powerful. It inspires the people. It makes people resist. It makes people act. It mobilizes the people. So the oppressor understands this. So what they do in prisons is they have criminalized our art and culture. So you know, basically how that translates is that they would basically get drawings and tattoo work and basically use that as evidence of so-called quote-unquote gang activity. And so you practice your culture, and you draw art pertaining to your culture, and or tattoos on your body pertaining to your culture, and you will be criminalized. They will label you as a gang member. That so-called evidence will be used to stuff you in the shoe for decades and years. So that's what they did to so many people. They basically criminalized our culture and our art, but I just kept drawing, and you know, it didn't matter if they criminalized my art or not. I was already being tortured, so what more can they do to me? And that's how I seen it, and that's how a lot of people see it in there. And one of the things I did, and here's a good drawing I did, Pelican Bay Shoe torture, and it shows all the skulls and stuff, and it shows the people rising up in the background, and it's a good characterization of the artists in prison and the resistance in prison. And you know, this is just one of many drawings inside this book. And you know, so what I did, I got out, and when I was released from the torture center, you know, I got my drawings together, and then I published this book, and I created a publishing company, Aztlan Press, to deal specifically with prison writers and prison artists, because I understood that in many ways we're unable to get our work out to the public once we're in prison. So having a publishing company, a press that focuses on the imprisoned people was very important to me, and that's what I did. And then you know, I published this book, and then you know, I'm setting off to publish more prisoners as well. But you know, again, I can't mention enough the power of our culture. It's very important that we teach that to our people outside of prisons, and that our culture continues, and that you know, our art continues, and that we continue to get it out to the people, to our communities, and to make sure that we cultivate those artists within prisons, because they're very powerful voices that are being held, and the oppressor understands this. This is why they keep these voices from getting to the public, because they understand how they can basically mobilize the communities that they come from. So you know, it's important. One of the things that I'm doing out here is focusing on mobilizing these cultural workers, because they're very, I understand it very deeply. I understand the power that they hold, and this is why I created Aztlan Press, so that these voices can get out here, and you know, we can basically break these chains that the prisons and the state has they have designed in order to hold these voices down, in order to you know, basically keep those voices from doing the work that is much needed out here in society. So yeah, so this is why I did this book. And one of the things that I hope to do as well out here is to create an art club, an art community, an art society that focuses on revolutionary art, because this is the difference between my art and other Chicano art. The problem is with Chicano art, it can be somebody, a Chicano drawing a cheeseburger, and that's going to be considered Chicano art. And to me, that art is it's worthless. It does nothing to mobilize the people. It does nothing to inspire the people. So one of the things about Aztlan realism, and it's a genre of art created in prisons, in California prisons. Aztlan realism is revolutionary Chicano art. So it's an anti-imperialist art. It's an art that is for the liberation of the Chicano nation. It's unapologetic. It's not watering nothing down. It's not hiding nothing. It's just in your face. This is what we want. This is what we're striving for, and this is the art that sets it apart from what people see as, you know, bourgeois Chicano art. This is a whole different genre here. So this is why I felt that that should be the title of the book, because it promotes, it steers the Chicano nation back onto the revolutionary road. And this is what I'm trying to do with my art and with my book. And so, and so that's it for today's show. This is KEXU 96.1 FMLP, Po People's Revolutionary Radio, Radio Pobre. And this is JV, and this is Free Aztlan.
In a time when we're spending billions of dollars in